I'm just so excited that so many children are getting art in action now. Back in 1982, when my daughter started kindergarten, there was no art. The teacher said, there are no more art teachers, no more funding. Can you help us?
Unbelievable things have happened since 1982. We've served over 500,000 students. We have 100+ lessons in 500 locations around the United States, and currently serve over 100,000 students.
I don't think people realize how much art education helps the students be on the art classroom. It helps them in math, it helps them in reading, it helps them in science and social studies, helps them in their cultural competencies.
I cannot think of anything more important in terms of giving kids a foundation than including the arts. It has to be there. Yes, math, science, all that kind of stuff is critical, but critical thinking when it comes to art is so important.
I remember art in action so vividly from 3rd grade. It instilled a confidence in me that I've carried with me today, and it comes out in my workplace, but it's also made me realize how important art is to me.
I like art because there's basically no mistakes.
I'm an artist, poet, and an educator. I grew up in Oakland, Chinatown. My parents were immigrants from China. I believe that all children deserve art.
Of all the different time commitments that I have in my life, working with my kids in Art in Action is clearly the highlight.
We provide free training to prepare teachers and volunteers to teach art in action lessons. We also provide easy-to-use online tools.
It's a really easy, straightforward way to get into your kids' class, volunteer, help out, and really see them at their best with their peers.
I like art because it makes me feel special, because parents from our class are volunteering to take their time to do art with us.
52% of the schools that we support are Title I schools from under-resourced communities.
I like art in action because it's very fun and you can learn about different painters. My favorite artist is Picasso.
My favorite artist is Van Gogh because he did the Starry Night and it really looks really beautiful.
It makes me feel great that I'm able to teach art to these children. They deserve the creativity and they deserve the option to share their ideas with us.
I love Art in Action because I believe that every student deserves art. When I was little, I didn't think that I was a very good artist, and I feel like every student should feel really strongly that they have the confidence in themselves to be great artists.
We deliver 19 tons of art materials with the help of over 300 volunteers from the community and from companies like Cisco, Facebook, SAP, and Intuit. We're also teaching new ways to create art by developing digital lessons. We're teaching design thinking. We're teaching children to think outside the box and become the next generation of innovators. When I go out and talk to people in the community, they tell me the influence that art has on people they work with, the people that they hire.
There has never been a better time than now to be a fill in the blank, designer, copywriter, cinematographer, filmmaker. It's because of this. The world is so hungry for content. And where does that content come from? It comes from people who have studied the arts.
I work here in the tech world. Art is everywhere and it's everything.
And it's only going to get more and more important that these kids learn how to create all this different content.
It's essential. It's the creativity that helps me be resourceful, to see connections, and to be a visual learner, which is so essential to my role.
When we're making art, we are creating new neural pathways.
Give them the tools, give them the materials. Wouldn't it be great if they go home and they actually sit down and they start doing drawings? They have to be encouraged to do that, not only by their teachers, but by their parents.
And when that happens, there's magic.
I love art.
I like art in action.
Keeps their inner child alive.
It helps develop the whole child.
I love art in action.
The volunteers and the financial support are what make Art in Action work.
But the reality is, 6 million children do not have an arts education. That is unacceptable.
I think everyone deserves to have art.
Everybody deserves art.
By 2021, we intend to serve over 250,000 students.
Every child deserves art.